Are you sick of the same old, or are you ready for 2025 to be the year? Then you're going to want to take action. Listen to this episode so that you can start designing your breakthrough year. And I'm going to talk about how to start now. And today I'm going to talk about designing your breakthrough year, how to start now, because we don't want to wait until we're into March, April, May. We want to get a jump start on it right now. Like imagine waking up every single day in 2025 and feeling clear, confident, maybe completely in control of your life. What would that look like for you? What would that feel like? So many times I talk to people just in my day to day or at networking events and such, and they tell me about their goals that they want to achieve. And then I see them again and they haven't achieved the goals yet. Or they say, "Oh, I'm so excited for this year to be over. Like 2024 sucks. I can't wait for 2025." Yet they're not necessarily putting in a plan to get them to where they want to be, or they're doing a plan, actually, let me pull that back. They're creating goals, but not a full plan, or they're creating the whole plan, feeling like, okay, this is going to be it, this is going to do it. But the process to which they created the plan isn't helping them. Like they didn't do it properly. And then they create the plan and then they don't implement the plan because they've got nothing to support them on the way. So I'm going to talk about the things today that really you need to do if you're going to have 2025 be the year for you, the year for you to have that clarity, confidence, and control, for you to reach your goals, for it to be an amazing year that you get to the final day of the year and you go, "Ah, I don't think I could have squeezed anything else in the year. I don't think I could have achieved anything else. Like it was such a fulfilling, big year for me. Like this was the year." A lot of times, though, I see people, some problems. Here's two other major problems. They wait for the perfect time, right? How many times have you told yourself, "I'll start planning or I'll start doing things, I'll start reaching my goals when things calm down, when things ease up, when I'm not so overwhelmed or busy." But here's the truth, there's never a perfect time, never a perfect time except right now, today, to get going on things. It's important that then when you choose to do it, as I mentioned before, we want to make sure we have the right process, the right reflection to take us through. And so today I'm going to talk more about what that process is that I go through and have been going through for like 14, 15 years, and one that I take my clients through that is crucial. So don't wait for the perfect time, and then don't just willy-nilly make goals or a plan without a proper process and reflection. Reflection and intention are so important, so important. Otherwise, we just kind of do the same things over and over again. And most people rush into the new year without reflecting on the past year. That's why so many resolutions fail because they're not the right ones and they're not rooted in clarity, not rooted in purpose. If you don't have clarity and purpose, you're going to choose the wrong goals, or you're going to choose the goals and then you don't have enough oomph behind them to have them work. Now, reviewing my year is always like that first process that I do. And people say to me, "Well, Diane, why bother reviewing? Like new year, new you, this sort of BS that comes out." But you don't want to miss out on what the greatest achievement is. The greatest motivator is achievement. So I'll say that again. You don't want to miss out on the greatest motivator, which is achievement. As adults, and I see this in my clients or the women in the audiences that I speak to, and I see it in my friends, people I network with, we have successes, but then we skip past them to get to the next task, the next goal. We don't celebrate at all. And imagine a whole year of needing to celebrate. You see, when we don't succeed, those times that we don't, or we don't do it exactly how we want, we'll dwell on our failures. So we're like reviewing our failures. We're beating ourselves up because of these failures, and we can't seem to get going again. Highly successful people, not just my high achievers, but the ones that are achieving, who are successful and satisfied. Key thing, successful and satisfied. And companies that are doing extremely well also, they know the benefits of reviewing their year. And I don't just mean reviewing your financial statements, your fiscal year, that sort of like your target numbers and such, but reviewing more, and even on the soft side, the soft skills. So that's the first piece, is that you don't want to miss out on that motivator, which is achievement. The second piece is you don't want to make the same mistakes again. You see, the biggest wasted resources in learning is learning from our mistakes, the mistakes from before. And so we do a project, we have an event, we have a launch, and we'll review that process. We'll review what we did to see where can we do better next time. But we don't always learn from our just regular everyday experiences or the culmination of the whole year and all those experiences along the way. So instead of capitalizing on this wealth of knowledge, it just seems to like slip through, right? Slip through our fingers, and it's usually just forgotten. And so often we just jump into the next year. We set up some big goals and we end up making the same mistakes again. And we wonder why we have similar results. And if you're saying, no, I reach all of my goals all the time, no problem. Okay, well, what would be the next level? Where could you actually get to if you put in the time to review? Does that have you thinking about it? So if you want 2025 to be like the year for you, your breakthrough year, then you need a three-step results process. Okay. It's a three-step results process. It's the one I follow. And this helps me to create my plan every single year. So the first step is a reflection. So I talked about reviewing, but we're going to use the word reflect so that we're not coming at it from an analytical space as much. And reflection, I find, brings in the emotions a little bit more. So we're going to be able to gain some clarity by looking back so that we can move forward, right? So we're going to look at, what worked? What didn't work? What brought me joy in 2024? We're going to acknowledge the achievements, the wins, the lessons learned. We're going to then acknowledge the disappointments, the lessons learned. We're going to let those go. We're going to uncover patterns and let go of anything that no longer serves you. Now, the purpose is this is going to give you clarity, self-awareness to build a strong foundation for your breakthrough year. So that's phase one, reflect. Then we're going to redefine. See, a lot of people create goals based on default, like whatever's just come to them, rather than actually redefining what's most important to them. So we need to do this to be able to set the foundation for your breakthrough year by defining your vision of success. So a lot of times people just look at success as achievements, what they get, what they earn, rather than the satisfaction. I want to create a plan that has both. I want to be successful and satisfied. In the pursuit of my success, I want to be satisfied every single day on the way to success. Doesn't that sound better than just on the days that you actually have the success? Yeah. So this is going to help you to create the pieces. This is what I go through with my clients, to create all the pieces for your breakthrough blueprint. So you're going to create a clear, bold theme for your year to set the tone and direction. Now, a lot of people, what they do is they go, I just like that word. This word came to me, or that's my favorite song. And I like that word that the song is titled. That is a stupid way to come up with a theme. I'm sorry if this is how you do it, but these are really lightweight, surface level themes. What you really want is a bold theme that has come from doing the reflection in the first section. That's going to help to set the tone and direction for your whole year. Then establishing some clear guidelines. These are personal rules, they're boundaries. They're going to support the theme and they're going to support all the other pieces that you put into your breakthrough blueprint. Now, a lot of times guidelines, again, people are like, these are things I need to learn. These are boundaries I need to create, but they haven't come from that reflection process because, as I mentioned, most people don't bother reviewing or reflecting. They just jump into the creation process or the planning process. but they've missed out fully on this bit before. So when you get to do this, you start redefining success on your own terms, right? You're aligning your goals with your values. So we have theme, guidelines, values. Then we need to support ourselves by having a new paradigm because otherwise, going towards these goals, wanting to honor our values, guidelines, and have that new theme, the limiting beliefs are going to step in the way and they're going to break up your chances from being able to achieve your goals. So, having that new paradigm is going to help you to not only break free from old beliefs that have been holding you back, but letting you grab the reins again so that you're in control. So, that limiting belief isn't really focusing, pushing your decision making anymore and limiting what you can do. So those are four pieces. The fifth piece and final piece is looking at all areas we want to create our top goals. Now, we're not creating 100 goals, we're creating like 3, 4 goals, but we look at all areas of life. Otherwise, my business owners, you're probably going to create 10 business goals, right? Or my high achievers, you're going to create 20 goals that you want to achieve in just a couple areas of life. We don't want to do that, right? So by doing this redefining process, this really ensures that the plan is rooted in intention, authenticity, purpose. So you can confidently pursue a life that excites you. I'm done with people having dull lives. I don't mean that people are boring, but what if we took a stand for having things in our life that excites us? More passion, more purpose, more resonance. That's the type of life I want for all of you. So after we go through the reflection, the redefining, creating that breakthrough blueprint, we're going to go to the third phase, which is realizing. Now, you might think that this is like, well, now I'm going to get results. Okay, hold on. It's more the realizing is the process to which you achieve everything on this blueprint, right? So you're going to turn that vision that you have that we've created for the ideal life with inspired and intentional steps. Inspired and intentional rather than just, here's the next thing I have to do, here's the next task I have to do, right? That's boring. That is not motivational. That is not inspiring. That is not going to take you where you really need to be and stretch beyond. So when we can set some actionable, meaningful goals, they're going to align with our theme, our values, our new paradigm, our guidelines. And we can use this breakthrough blueprint to create a step-by-step plan that prioritizes your progress towards your goals. Key thing here, without overwhelm, right? Because these other pieces are like tools supporting the goal, helping you to get there. And then, in order to realize your goals, we can't just stop at making that plan, right? We have to have some accountability. A lot of times it comes through coaching, community support, regular check ins, so that you not only just say what you have done or haven't done, but you get to celebrate your wins. You get to course correct when needed. Did you know that a plane is off course 95% of the time? Hmm. Course correction, course correction, course correction. You need multiple course corrections throughout the year to make sure you're staying the course and to make adjustments for things that come your way, right? Planes are adjusting to wind, weather, like storms. They're adjusting to other planes. And so the same thing happens to you. You need to course correct when needed. Sometimes you know that yourself. Sometimes you need a coach to call you out on that. Now, in this realizing stage, the main purpose of it is to help you to take consistent purpose-driven action to bring your breakthrough year to life, right? This plan is a living blueprint, a living plan. They're living goals, meaning they are going to continue to change and grow. And you know what's really cool? As you up your confidence, as you have more clarity, as you have more achievement, oftentimes what is possible and what this blueprint can do for you expands and grows and stretches so that you actually have more success than you in the beginning thought you could achieve. Pretty cool, hey? I did this process with one of my clients, and she sat on a goal for a while of downsizing her home and then buying an RV. When we set this out in this sort of plan and really set of like, what are the milestones, what has to happen, and we had all the other pieces of that breakthrough blueprint, she was able to, it's really crazy, within 30 days, like make massive movements, that she actually realized her goal of downsizing, selling her home, and buying an RV within the first quarter of the year. Everything was taken care of. And within the first 30 days, she had some of the biggest movements. This transformed her life. This was her breakthrough year. And there's an opportunity for you to have the same. So I'm announcing a special invitation. If you're ready to stop waiting, start creating your breakthrough year, I invite you, join me for the Breakthrough 2025. And together we're going to plan a life that feels bold, intentional, purposeful. We're going to get you not only to be at the end of the year feeling really good about what you've accomplished, but feeling good every single day. That clarity, that confidence, feeling like you're in control. You're taking action to get the results because of the three-phase process. You got questions? Email me, Diane@DianeRolston.com. Otherwise, join the Breakthrough 2025. The link is in the notes. You can find that, and I hope to see you there. Make sure you don't willy-nilly create your plan this year. Make sure you start now, because I know that it's possible for 2025 to be your best year ever. Until next time, stay dynamic. Bye.